What is happening, everybody? It's Cody back with another video. Today we are actually going to be doing a ranking video of something that I only recently just became super interested in, and that is the Independence League of Baseball, which is a summer collegiate league in the Great Plains area. Teams in North Dakota, Idaho, Nebraska, things like that. Pretty cool little league with some pretty great logos, honestly. I was kind of looking them up because I never heard of this league, and the logos, I gotta say, are pretty good. So today we're gonna be ranking all of them. There are 10 teams in the league, and we're just gonna start right with number 10, which would be the Spearfish Sasquatch. Now there's nothing like objectively wrong with this logo. I think the colors are great. You know, it's a pretty good start. Like if this is the worst one in the league, then we're kind of in for a treat for the rest of the video here. The bat is probably the most detailed piece on this logo. Which doesn't really need to be. I wish they kind of focused more on like the actual Sasquatch logo itself, because it's pretty interesting and I think the colors work really well, but it's just not really doing it for me. This feels pretty amateur. This almost feels like more of like a lacrosse kind of team. I feel like you could trade that bat with anything and it would just, you know, become that sport. It's just not really doing it for me. The Sasquatch is kind of odd looking, and the bat is just too detailed for me. Moving right along here, we've got the Hastings Sodbusters out of Hastings, Nebraska. Again, nothing really too off about this. Just the guy, the Sodbuster, which is apparently some sort of farmer, just doesn't really have much going on for him. He's just kind of there, you know, and it just feels a little unbalanced logo-wise, because you've got just like the guy up here and then the logo is just kind of thrown down there at the bottom. The colors aren't very interesting. Just overall, just not the best. Moving right along, we've got the Canyon County Spuds. And this one, it's a fun one. Just a couple things I see off the bat. You know, it's a potato. It's hard to make a potato look intimidating or tough. I think they do a pretty good job here. The guy looks a little mischievous, kind of up to no good. I like his shading a lot. He's really kind of like in your face, sort of tough. There's a couple things going on here though that ain't it. Canyon County is just kind of like thrown on there. I wish they would have left that out and just left it at Spuds, or just left it with just the Spud in general. And it doesn't help that the actual logo, the font itself just matches the hat. So he's got like the hat font and then the font, and it's just double font, and it's just kind of font overload. Moving right along, we've got the Badlands Big Sticks out of North Dakota. Badlands Big Sticks. And you know, again, pretty good. There is one glaring issue. This looks just like the Frisco Rough Riders. You know, it's Teddy Roosevelt, Badlands National Park right there in North Dakota. I get it, totally understand where they're coming from on this. It's just Frisco Rough Riders 2.0. And then Teddy Roosevelt himself is also making this extremely derpy face that I don't quite understand, where he just kind of got his teeth. It's fine. There's better ones. Better ones ahead. Next up, we've got the Fremont Moo. 3-letter team name, Moo. It's a cow. You know, the colors look good. It's definitely original. I love the cowbell on the end of the bat. I think that's fun. And then you've got the cow sort of pattern going on through the text. It's fun. It works. I could do without the baseball right at the bottom. Just get rid of that. We get it. It's a baseball team. It's pretty obvious. He's got a bat and a jersey, baseball cap. So just get rid of that baseball, and I think it's a little better. The colors are fun. It's kind of hard to make a cow look intimidating, but I think they do a pretty good job here, and you know, it works overall. Next up, we've got the Nebraska Prospects. This is an interesting one. This is the only one that you're going to see. This is the only one of this league that doesn't actually have the team name or the location written in it, which I think is really nice. It definitely stands out in that regard. You know, it's very clean. Looks really nice. It's got, you know, the star kind of popping in there and filling the negative space on that P, which I really like. It just feels like more of like a football helmet logo for me, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. This looks like something you would see on the cap, and I'm not really sure that it works super well as an official team logo. This looks more like a cap insignia. So it's fine. It's you know, I think it works well as being right there in the middle on these rankings. Moving up, we've got the Western Nebraska Pioneers. This one I like a lot. This one's fun. I think this logo is balanced really, really well. You've kind of got this movement going on in the way that the actual text works, and I think that's kind of like counterbalanced in a way with the actual pioneer looking guy. I hope that makes sense. But this one's nice. Like, I think the colors look really well. He's got really nice shading. He looks great, and I really like the actual font choice of Pioneers. I think that looks very nice. All in all, solid logo. Moving on, we've got the North Platte Plainsmen. This one I like a lot. We're really getting into the top tier here. This is nice through and through. Love the color palette. That green and gray with like a little white, I think works really, really nicely. I love his kind of, the guy himself is like very mischievous, but he also looks kind of intimidating. And I like that. I think that works really well. I really like the kind of the line work in between North Platte and Plainsmen. It kind of bevels. I don't know if it bevels and curves upwards. And I like the way that that's filled with, I like those lines. They're simple, that look sleek. It's very nice. This looks really, really good. And then you've got the actual font and the mascot kind of like, it's all tied together into one piece. This looks great. This is really, really nice. Next up, we've got the Casper Horse Heads. I like this one a lot. I think this looks great. You know, how can you make an oil rig look tough? Don't know. They've definitely found a way. This looks great. I love the colors. I really like that the actual horse head itself, you could take that and just make it the hat insignia really easily. I love that the E in horse kind of feeds into the H in heads. It's just kind of a really nice layered look. The colors work so well here. I just love, this is so great. I thought this was gonna be an easy number one for me when I first looked at this list, but there's just one that I like a little bit better, and that is the City Bison of Laramie, Wyoming. This is just, there's a lot going on here, but it works really well. You know, your eyes have a natural flow with how you're looking at this. You've got this big B to grab your attention and you're going from left to right, and it just feeds right in. So you've got this big B and you've actually got the bison on the end, and that just balances really nicely. The bison himself, I mean, he looks like a douche, but he looks cool. His shades are awesome. He's got a lot of like personality to him. I love that the bison, actually the font looks like the actual creature that it's emulating. So you've got there's a tail on the end that kind of wraps back around to that B and bison, which looks really nice. And it's like a final little chef's kiss. The color palette matches the University of Wyoming. You know, you've got that cowboy that is like an icon, not just for the university, which is in Laramie, mind you, but for the entire state. So that's just, it's a really cool kind of tie-in for the university, and the university colors and the state colors. Everything wraps up super nicely. This is a fun logo. This is really cool. I really wish I had a hat or a jersey of this. I'm a Gym City fan. This is great. Well, guys, that was it. Very, very simple. Quick little rundown. If you liked this content, I plan on making more, so just go ahead and consider doing a like and subscribe. I gotta say, Independence League Baseball, great logos. The worst logo is actually better than the best logo in many other leagues of this caliber that I've seen. Hope you guys enjoyed this content. Quick, simple, easy. Appreciate you guys. Hope everyone's doing well, staying safe, COVID-free. We will see you guys next time.